2 weeks ago, I had emergency appendectomy surgery. Once I was discharged from the hospital, they said for 2 weeks I couldn't lift more than 10 pounds. Now I knew over those next 2 weeks if I did absolutely nothing, I'd have a lot of muscle mass loss and I'd dig myself a deeper hole to get out of physically. But I also knew if I overdid it and lifted weights, I would be really aggravating those incisions and it'd slow down their healing. So to find that magic balance, I went to my clinic and I got my blood flow restriction or BFR cuffs. We know that there's two main ways to strengthen muscles. One is a physical load, lifting a heavy weight. The second is a metabolic load or stress. We get that through blood flow restriction therapy, which limits some of the venous return, causes muscle swelling, kind of like that pump you get after the gym. And because of that metabolic stress, it makes your muscles working aerobically. That gives us a lot of good hormones going through our body to help with protein growth and synthesis. Now, when I did the BFR cuffs, I didn't have any weight with me, just to make sure I was gentle on my abdominals. I did it with no weight. So in that scenario, I wasn't expecting to get bigger and stronger, but I was expecting to reduce the amount of muscle mass loss over those 2 weeks. And that caused me to not have as deep of a hole to dig out of than if I did absolutely nothing over those 2 weeks. So it was really speeding up my recovery. Now that I am 2 weeks out, I don't feel like I'm in a big hole needing a lot of time to get back up to where I was physically because I prevented a lot more muscle mass loss over those last 2 weeks. Now here's a quick video of me doing one of those exercise routines. It took me about 10 to 15 minutes long, 3 different exercises, and I'll show you during that routine the sets and reps that I did. Now, again, as I did it, there's no weight. It was a very easy one for post-op, being nice and safe. But now that I'm recovering more, I'm going to start doing different exercises and loading myself with very light weights as I get back to my 100% self.